Good. So as promised, here it is. What you need to do, or I'm going to tell you to do, is that you're going to pay attention to your children consciously. And in consciously, I mean that you are looking at your children, and when they behave in the way that you want them to behave, that's when you give them the credit. It may sound simple or trivial, but it isn't. Remember, I'm a teacher. I've been using this in my classroom, and there's always 20 students or more in the classroom, and it works beautifully. It even works beautiful on grown-ups. You will be amazed how well grown-ups will react using the same kind of attention. So what you're actually doing is that you're paying attention to your children, and when they behave the way you want them to behave, that's when you give them the good credit, okay? And what you're doing actually is like you're creating a good feeling within the child, okay? It's nothing that goes on consciously in the child, it's unconsciously, but they know the feeling. And they want to have the good feeling again, so they will repeat the behavior, and they're doing it when you're around, because that's when they got it the last time. So that gives you more situations where you can give the child a good behavior. Let's say they're playing with a brother or a sister, and you pay attention to them and you say, "Oh, but you're playing so nice with your brother or sister," and they can hear it, and they can relate to the feelings like, "Yeah, that feels good when mom or dad are saying that," and that's what they want to have, and they will behave good again, and you will have the same opportunity of saying, "Oh, you play so good with your brother or sister." So you keep building on this good feeling. The child feels good being around you. You feel good having your child around you. The child feels good being with you. You feel good. So it's a good spiral, feeling good spiral, and that's what you want to have. Now, I've encountered some parents who've said they don't have any situations. No problem. What you do is that you set up your child to behave in a way that it cannot behave any other than what you want it to behave. And whenever it does, you just jump in and say, "You're doing so good, you're behaving well." The child hears it, and again, creates this good feeling. Got it? I think you do. You're a clever person. And remember, you can use this on other grown-ups as well. You may not have to go like, "Oh, you're doing so good" at the same time, but it's not far from it, because there's a lot of grown-ups who are really empty of that kind of attention, so they will really suck it in, and they will feel good in your not parenting skills, but they will feel good being around you, and that's, you know, all the good for you. You like that one? I hope you did. I want to tell you it comes from a book that I've been writing. I told you I am a teacher. I've been doing this for over 20 years. And in my classroom, I've created such a good results. In the beginning of my career, I didn't think it was anything special, until other parents and teachers began to ask me, "What are you doing to get the results?" So I decided to write a book about it, and here it is. In this book, I'm explaining how I go about to create the relationship with the students that I want, and to create the environment within the classroom. And I turn this into a parenting view. Since I have my own 2 children, I've been using the same techniques towards my own children, and it works beautiful. I think I have the greatest children on the planet, and I want you to have the same thoughts of your children. What is great about this one is that I've created a web-based parenting course that goes along with this book, because I met a lot of parents who have bought this book, and they read like the first few pages, and then they put the book down, and they're not paying attention. They're not going through the entire book, and then if they're not doing it, then they're stuck. They still have the same situation as before. So what I want to do is, like, I've created this web-based parenting course where I basically grab your hand. And every week I'll be sending mails to you, grabbing your hand, and we'll go through this book step by step, one little step at a time, to make sure that you read the book. The mail is not going to be longer than like 10 minutes or so. And in every mail, you're going to get the papers, you're going to get the questions, you're going to get the exercises, all the curriculum you need to fulfill that lesson. Remember, I'm a teacher. I'll be giving you lessons that way. And at the same time, I will give you access to my website, where there's other things that I've created games to make it all easier with you. I've created massage stories where you can massage each other. It's really easy, and it's a wonderful way to get close to your child. I have activity stories where you can jump around and have fun with your child. I also have relaxation stories, and these have proven to be really efficient, because in this world and the society we're living right now, it's a skill to know how you can relax. Okay, and there's a lot of children who just love to listen to these stories. It's happened over and over again in my classroom. Whenever I say we're going to listen to the relaxation story, they all turn, bright, because they get a little time of relaxation. At times I can find my own little child, actually both of them, but mostly my little son. He just sits in a corner and he looks a little bit off, and I know that he's sitting there listening to the relaxation story. And so that's what I'm going to give you too. And earlier I told you that you can make money out of this. And yes, there's a way for you to make money out of it also, by referral. And I'd love for you to refer this material to as many people as possible. So I'm willing to give you 75% of all referrals coming through you. And well, that's basically it. I will give you the book for free. That's the most important part. And I'd love to talk to you. It's going to be great fun. I'm having fun already. And you know what? There's one more thing. I will, besides the one mail where we go through the book, I will also send you a second mail where you get information of what I'm doing with my children. It's going to be sort of like an inspirational video. I'm showing you what you can do with your child for the weekend, and it could be anything. So you're going to get part of my private life, what I'm doing with my children. It's everything from baking to maybe planning a hike. But it's to help you to create this wonderful relationship that you can, so that you also can become a world-class parent, and having these thoughts of your children, how good it feels to have your children behave the way you want them to. Best of luck. Just be great, be well, and be world-class.